Lights flickering when motors start is a common electrical problem that can stem from several underlying causes. Understanding these potential issues and knowing how to troubleshoot them is crucial for resolving the problem safely and effectively. One possible cause is neutral overload. The neutral wire may be overloaded due to unbalanced current flow. Motors and other inductive loads can draw more current on one phase than another, causing an imbalance and voltage drop on the neutral. Another possible cause is poor grounding. Insufficient grounding can create a potential difference between the circuits, resulting in voltage fluctuations when motors start. Loose connections can also be the cause. Loose or faulty connections at outlets, switches, or junction boxes can create resistance and voltage drops. These connections may become worse when motors start, leading to light dimming and brightening. An undersized neutral wire is another potential cause. The neutral wire may be undersized for the current load. When motors start, the high current demand can cause a voltage drop on the neutral, leading to light fluctuations. Faulty wiring is yet another potential cause. Old knob and tube wiring can be damaged or have insulation issues. This can create high resistance and voltage imbalances, causing light flickering when motors start. To troubleshoot this issue, firstly, check neutral connections. Inspect the neutral connections at the main panel, sub-panels, and outlets. Ensure they are tight and secure. Secondly, check grounding. Verify that the electrical system is properly grounded. Measure the ground resistance using a multimeter. A load test is also important. Turn off all electrical devices except for a few essential lights. Start a motor and observe the light behavior. This will help isolate the circuit causing the problem. Check wiring. Inspect the knob and tube wiring for damage or insulation issues. If necessary, have a qualified electrician rewire the affected circuits. Consider a neutral booster. If the neutral wire is overloaded, installing a neutral booster can help balance the current flow and reduce voltage fluctuations. Let's delve deeper into each of these possible causes, starting with neutral overload. In a balanced electrical system, the current flowing through the neutral wire should be minimal. However, when loads are not evenly distributed across the phases, the neutral wire becomes the return path for the imbalanced current. Motors, especially during startup, can draw significantly more current on one phase, exacerbating this imbalance. This overload can lead to voltage drops in the neutral, affecting the voltage supply to other circuits and causing lights to dim or brighten. To address neutral overload, firstly try to balance the load across the phases. This involves redistributing circuits so that the current draw on each phase is as equal as possible. Secondly, consider upgrading the neutral wire to a larger gauge to handle the increased current. Thirdly, a neutral current reducer can also be installed to reduce current. Now let's consider poor grounding. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety and stability. The grounding system provides a low impedance path for fault currents to return to the source, allowing protective devices like circuit breakers to trip and clear the fault. When the grounding is insufficient, a potential difference can develop between different parts of the electrical system. When a motor starts, this potential difference can cause voltage fluctuations, leading to flickering light. To ensure proper grounding, firstly, verify that the grounding electrode conductor is properly connected to a grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or water pipe. Secondly, check the continuity of the grounding conductors throughout the electrical system. Thirdly, ensure that all metallic enclosures and equipment are properly bonded to the grounding system. Let's consider loose connections. Loose or corroded connections can create resistance in the circuit. This resistance restricts current flow and causes voltage drops. When a motor starts and draws a large current, the voltage drop across these loose connections becomes more pronounced, leading to noticeable light fluctuations. To address loose connections, firstly, systematically inspect all electrical connections, including those outlets, switches, junction boxes, and the main panel. Secondly, tighten any loose connections and replace any corroded or damaged connectors. Thirdly, use a torque screwdriver to ensure that connections are tightened to the proper torque specification. Now consider an undersized neutral wire. The size of the neutral wire should be adequate to handle the maximum current it is expected to carry. If the neutral wire is too small, it will overheat and cause voltage drops, especially when motors start and draw a surge of current. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for determining the appropriate wire size based on the expected current load. To address an undersized neutral wire, firstly calculate the expected current load on the neutral conductor. Secondly, consult the NEC table 310.15b16 to determine the appropriate wire size based on the calculated current and the conductor's insulation type and temperature rating. Thirdly, replace the undersized neutral wire with a larger gauge wire that meets the NEC requirements. Finally, let's consider faulty wiring, specifically old knob and tube wiring. Knob and tube wiring is an outdated wiring method that is no longer permitted in new installations. Over time, the insulation on knob and tube wiring can deteriorate, leading to shorts, ground faults, and increased resistance. This can cause voltage imbalances and light flickering, especially when motors start. To address faulty knob and tube wiring, firstly, have a qualified electrician inspect the wiring for damage or deterioration. Secondly, replace any damaged or deteriorated sections of the wiring. Thirdly, consider replacing the entire knob and tube wiring system with modern wiring methods, such as non-metallic sheath cable. Let's walk through the troubleshooting steps in more detail, beginning with checking neutral connections. This involves a visual inspection of the neutral connections at the main panel, subpanels, and individual outlets and devices. Look for signs of corrosion, looseness, or damage. Use a screwdriver or wrench to tighten any loose connections. Be sure to turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical connections. Now let's discuss checking grounding. This involves verifying that the electrical system is properly grounded and that the grounding connections are secure. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance between the grounding electrode and various points in the electrical system. A low resistance reading indicates a good ground connection. Now, consider the load test. This test helps to isolate the circuit that is causing the problem. Turn off all electrical devices in the house except for a few essential lights. Then, start a motor and observe the behavior of the lights. If the lights still flicker, the problem is likely on the circuit that the motor is connected to. Now let's consider checking the wiring. This involves a visual inspection of the wiring, looking for signs of damage, deterioration, or improper installation. Pay particular attention to the knob and tube wiring, as this type of wiring is prone to problems. If you find any damaged or deteriorated wiring, have it replaced by a qualified electrician. A neutral booster, also known as a neutral current balancer, is a device that helps to reduce current flow in the neutral conductor. It works by injecting current into the neutral conductor that is equal and opposite to the current flowing in the neutral. This reduces the overall current flow in the neutral and helps to balance the load across the phases. A neutral booster can be a helpful solution if the neutral wire is overloaded. If you are not comfortable performing these troubleshooting steps yourself, or if you are unable to resolve the problem, it is recommended to contact a licensed electrician for a thorough inspection and repairs. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary safety precautions. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical connections. Wear safety glasses and gloves to protect yourself from electrical shock. If you are not sure how to do something, ask a qualified electrician for help. In addition to the above causes and troubleshooting steps, there are a few other factors that can contribute to light flickering when motors start. One factor is the type of motor. Some motors, such as universal motors, draw a large amount of current when they start. This can cause a voltage drop on the circuit, leading to light flickering. Another factor is the size of the motor. Larger motors draw more current than smaller motors. This can also cause a voltage drop on the circuit, leading to light flickering. Another factor is the distance between the motor and the lights. The farther the motor is from the lights, the more likely it is that the lights will flicker when the motor starts. This is because the voltage drop on the circuit is greater over longer distances. Another factor is the age of the wiring. Older wiring may have deteriorated over time, leading to increased resistance and voltage drops. This can cause lights to flicker when motors start. By understanding the possible causes of light flickering when motors start, and by following the troubleshooting steps outlined above, you can identify and address the problem and keep your lights from flickering. Remember to prioritize safety and consult with a qualified electrician if needed. Remember the NEC guidelines. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity. If you are uncomfortable with any of these steps, consult a qualified electrician. Remember, a systematic approach to troubleshooting is key to identifying and resolving the issue effectively. Be sure to document your findings and any steps you take, as this can be helpful for the electrician if you need to call one. Also remember to consider the age and condition of your electrical system when troubleshooting. If your wiring is old or damaged, it may be time to upgrade your electrical system to improve safety and reliability. Regular maintenance, such as inspecting connections and tightening screws, can also help prevent electrical problems. And be aware that electrical codes and regulations can vary depending on your location. Be sure to comply with all applicable codes and regulations. By taking these steps, you can help ensure that your electrical system is safe and reliable, and that your lights don't flicker when your motors start. Finally, remember that electrical problems can be complex and dangerous. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, or if you are unable to resolve the problem yourself, it is always best to consult a qualified electrician.